You're not going to believe what happened in this quiet, well-to-do neighborhood tucked behind the hills of Oregon, where secrets stayed buried for 4 long years inside a home that looked like any other on the outside, but was hiding something so unspeakable, so horrifying, that even the police chief was left speechless the day they opened the door. The same door that led into a nightmare no one saw coming. A nightmare engineered by a daughter who looked like anyone else, worked like anyone else, smiled like anyone else, and yet lived every day with 2 dead bodies rotting just behind a wall, and no one, not a single neighbor, not a friend, not even her own sister, had a clue until a single phone call shattered the illusion forever and forced the world to act. Who hadn't heard from her parents in years but had always been fed stories, believable, elaborate stories, by her older sister Jennifer, the quiet, reclusive 36-year-old who still lived in the family home, claiming their parents were traveling, sometimes overseas, sometimes living off-grid, all under the excuse of their spiritual journey. But the truth was they'd been dead the entire time. What triggered the unthinkable? It turns out Jennifer had been living with their parents in what friends now describe as a suffocating, paranoid, emotionally abusive environment, where she was never allowed to date, never allowed to have friends over, and was constantly belittled, gaslit, and told she was mentally unstable. And over time, that pressure cooked inside her, silently boiling, until one night she snapped. Police say it happened in July 2019, when Jennifer claims her father struck her during an argument about finances and her mother screamed that she was a waste of oxygen. And that's when Jennifer allegedly grabbed the fireplace poker and bludgeoned her father, then her mother, both of whom were dead in less than 5 minutes. And instead of calling 911, Jennifer calmly went to the garage, escaped. No suspicion was ever raised, and Jennifer kept up the illusion with Christmas cards allegedly written in her parents' handwriting, forged emails to Rachel, and even voice messages using old audio clips stitched together by software she purchased online. For 4 years she lived alone in that house, surrounded by silence, painting, gardening, and hosting book clubs with people who had no idea they were sipping tea above corpses. It all unraveled when Rachel decided to surprise her parents for their 40th anniversary, flying in without telling Jennifer, who panicked when the doorbell rang, refusing to let her inside. Rachel grew suspicious and called the police, who performed a welfare check. And within hours the lie crumbled. Officers found inconsistencies in Jennifer's statements, and eventually, a cadaver dog picked up a scent in the basement, where they tore down the wall